It's 106 miles to Chrome City. We have a new nightly. It's dark. And we are, the work of a moment, wearing sunglasses. Hit it. So, what am I doing this episode, other than subjecting you to the most cringe-worthy intro possible? Well, now that we set up Bollard, I think the passenger network is in a fairly good state. It's fairly, maybe it could be better. Maybe there could be more routes, but I feel we've used a nice sampling of the 1930s engines, and I would like to go back to our industrial might, which we haven't really looked at for a while. Newcastle Banktop is kind of doing what it's doing. Apparently not getting enough coke picked up. So let's have a look there. Let's add another train to this. This probably would benefit from a little bit more. So what I'd like to do is build out more of the chain. So we got the chain up to having metals transported and cast iron transported and so on. It would be nice to start getting towards sort of the kind of the ultimate goal, really, of the FIRS V2. No more fast locomotives. The ultimate goal of FIRS Still Time, which is stop building vehicles. So let's have a look at this. So this engine plant here, engines feels like it'd be a good step towards vehicles. Wow, there's vehicles coming out all over the shop, isn't there? So let's link this to the small map. And we actually have engine plants. That's rather unexpected. I was assuming that those would just not have been built and we wouldn't have any. But no, we do. We do have engine plants. We just don't know where they are. Ah, right. So the issue is here that the engine plants are all sort of down here in the west. So how can we get from here? There's that cast iron down to here. Now, I quite fancy Wilmslow, the name of a butler. Really. Wilmslow the butler. As that. So we have a passenger route here. We have some freight route as well, but most of that, blimey, there's a lot of locomotives. Now, okay, let's get away from locomotives. Stop introducing things. Who made so many locomotives in this set? So in order to get from here to here, so we have, I was going to say we have, actually we don't. The AI has a route that goes through here. What's the AI delivering? Is the AI competing with us in some way? No, the AI is helping actually, so not going to interfere with it too much. We have a route here. This is an industrial route, so we probably need to be a little bit inefficient here, which is to sort of come along and come down here and then yeah, so maybe not Wilmslow. Maybe the correct engine plant is Leicester. So, yes, and we could build up around Leicester. It's kind of, what way do I want to go here? Rather, let's build down. Well, we don't want a route to be too long. So let's start up with this. So here we have our first problem, which is the big iron obviously has a station. We need to add a cast iron station. So let's do that. Let's go and build some more steel mill station. That nice sort of ugly steel mill station. What I'm going to do here, 6x2, is I'm going to just remove that. And then I'm going to make that run. No, I was going to say I'm going to make that run in a tunnel. But actually, this still will be not quite work. So let's have a think about this. Let's have a think about how we can set this up. So this needs to be here, I think, just for the signalling. So there we go. So that means that the exit to this station has to be here for there to be signalling to work. So because it needs an exit route. So that's there. It's probably viable. Assuming that goes around there. We possibly could have had something up there and had it join in there, but that no means that we need to expand this station. So we've got loads of money, so let's just do that. Sympathy for the landscape. No, not in the slightest, right? So that's now a 6x2 station. Nice little entrance. We want this to split off before this this big iron here. So I'm going to remove that there, and I'm going to move this here. This now is going to become... Oh, that's a problem as well. So I need my overflow depot here. Let's not worry too much about this yet. Let's put this here. So this is going to be our cast iron. So what I'm doing here is, other than sort of making a big mess with lots of signals and whatnot, is of course that if it's going to be an overflow, we'll need to branch off there. Will it? So no, it needs to branch off there. It needs to have one tile for the signals to be on, so that's fine. So we're going to put that there. Then we have the exit signals here. And oh dear, this bridge is in the way, isn't it? So that's fine. What we can do is we can upgrade this bridge at the same time. Force these trains to wiggle a little bit. Don't want block signals. Well, yeah, path signal is fine to put there. Let's put some path signals in there. That can go there. And then we can do some more terraforming. And we can... Oh, we build the art depot as well. Excellent. I always like it when I build that little 30s depot. That's quite nice. Oh, Carpet Bay Mail's getting very old. Yes, that's probably just the fact that those 5-ton steam wagons just don't really exist anymore. So DG4s, Vulcans... I think Vulcan lorries might be quite good for those. And then the traction engines. Oh, those could be... traction engines, well... I think Beardmore Pythons... No, Beardmore Pythons? Yes, Beardmore Pythons. These look quite good. These look like they'd be quite good. Right. Okay, so that's minor little details and issues there. Yes, that's all solved the traction engine replacement issue, and it solves our replacement issue. S-types are getting a bit old as well. But I wonder. These carry 54 passengers. So I don't really want to do Regent ones. I might just let these lose money and not get too distracted with this. Okay, so we now have our cast iron set up. Let's put the signals in as well. So that will come up there. Those trains will come around here and they'll come around here. And they'll come around here and they'll come around here and they'll come around here and so on. So what I'm looking for here is just how far will they get before they are no longer able to proceed further. And this seems to be the issue. It seems to be probably around Leicester that we will run into issues. So let's start building up the Leicester. So yeah, so girder still there we go. So this should be building the junction. And I think at this point, with the amount of money we have and the sort of power of locomotives and all of that, we can withstand putting elevated junctions in. So you do that. Oh, that would be a bit long in terms of signalling distance. So let's not build that. Let's do that. That's fine. Bright red bridge over there. Let's get the clicking done correctly. And let's join that. It doesn't matter that we just removed a signal. I'm sure there won't be an enormous accident. So that goes there. That's sort of relatively efficient. That doesn't have too many horrendous tight turns. Now this here probably could be made more efficient because we can afford to sort of dredge up this land again. So I'm going to do that. This probably can be a flat junction, I think. So let's do that. Let's bring that round here. Let's bring that round here. This is just avoiding this little extra wiggle that goes on round here, because I don't think it's really needed. You know, there's that's a little inefficiency that's just not needed yet. Well, opposite of yet, not needed in the future. So that can go around there, and that can go around there. So this I will really allow, because there's not really very many trains which go up in that direction. So this junction could be flat. This is not going to really slow it down. Whereas this I think is going to see a fair amount of demand. So we go on down past Leicester. So we now let's see where we come through here. So we have this. We have so here is the next point at which we are not really going by Leicester. So I could bring us round here and then come back for the Wilmslow, but I might just actually say let's build a separate junction off to Wilmslow. And the reason is this is quite busy with these limestone trains. So what I can do here is if I just split this before the limestone junction, yeah, 130 should be okay. I can then have a network which goes. There's some bridge upgrading we could do. There we go. Let's upgrade those bridges. There's some nice brown bridges there. So yeah, so this can come around here, and then this can go back up via Leicester. So let's build that. Then that can come around there. So this has the advantage that this junction happens that it doesn't conflict with the limestone route at all. That you've got the totally separate track which goes down here, which is going to be good for capacity. Now, we also have some hills to go over, but that's fine. This is not like when we were doing this in the Victorian era, and hills were sort of, train stalling disaster zones. These are probably manageable. And so we will tunnel here to not go excessive. Don't need lots and lots of elevation changes, but maybe just a couple. We can tolerate. So there we go. We go past here. Then we can, let's see, yes, so we will need to come down Wilmslow, yeah, let's give it a nice straight line, and then let's cross over. So a nice long bridge goes over this river, keep going down here, and then we'll suffer another elevation change to go over this railway here. This is all nicely going across here. And we have, there's an iron ore mine there as well, which is useful because we could do with more iron ore going back up to the blast furnace. This is good. It means we get more use out of this line than just, oh hey, we built a line to the engine plant. So the engine plant is down here. So let's go round and round and round and round. Let's do that. So here we go. Nice little route round here. Route round here. Well, this could be just a nice simple little drop-off station. So nothing too sophisticated here. We'll just split that like that. Let's go for just a sort of low goods station, 6x2. That's probably fine. Ooh, Badger, Bristol L. Bristol L actually, while it has less passenger capacity than the S-Type, it's more of a motor coach. But I think start replacing those. That will do. So okay, that's a problem solved. Okay, so I'm going to just bring that round there. No mouse clicking failure. There we go. So that there and there and there. There, just on the entrance. So it's Wilmslow powertrain. Ooh. Yes. So that's all good. Now, in theory, now what I will do is I will set up straight away let's do the nice Art Deco Wilmslow. Let's do Wilmslow. This is going to be Rang in the style of the, famous television butlers. That's, there you go. Ooh, O&P stock. Ooh. Let's not get distracted. There's so many good trains, and at some point, what I must do, it's an actual hard requirement. You will be forced to do this. It will be illegal for you not to do it. Is to do some sort of game where I actually just do a day length patch, and I just do 1920s to 1930s, because there's so many good trains that get introduced over these years, and in a game at sort of the normal scale, you just don't have the ability to use them. There's so much going on in the network, and so much that needs to be done that we just don't have the chance. So let's have a look. So let's see. So Class 5, Jubilee, and 8F. So Stoney 8F, this would be a really good train to go a long distance with lots and lots of steel open wagons. So let's check. So what I'm looking for is the LMS double bolster. Well, that looks good. That will take cast iron. Let's see, how much cast iron did this make? It's 252 tons, so 270 tons. Let's actually get bold. Let's go for 300 tons. Let's go for 300 ton train. Then put a toad on the back of it. So that's going to go via cast iron. It's going to fill up with cast iron. And then it's going to go, hopefully, all the way around here. And then down to via Urang and Wormslow powertrain. So there you go, that's kind of full load. Let's set that up as a group. So this is going to be cast iron. This train might be a little bit overpowered for all of this, but let's build them anyway. So I'm going to start with 5 of them. 5 of them is probably not enough, but they can't even get out. Who's blocking my driveway? We shall summon the butler and have him deal with it. I mean, if that was the butler who was famous for the rang catchphrase, which was Lurt from the Addons family, this definitely that imagine Lurt coming along and telling you off for blocking the depot. You'd listen to that, wouldn't you? Yes. Staying aside while this builds up, it is the Addons family, which was originally a comic strip. It was originally in fact, it would have been a comic strip about the time this game is running, because I'm pretty sure it was 1930s originally. Charles Addams drew the cartoons. Let's make sure that this is actually loading. Let's make sure that we're getting something useful happening while this is going. Yes, good. Oh, pig iron. Pig iron. There's quite a lot of that's going to waste, isn't there? We should deal with that as well. Yes. Ooh. This might do well for replacing the LNWR electrical unit. Whether we could replace that with the Southern Railway. Forecore. So yes, there was this point in the early 90s when the films, the two Addams Family films came out. The Addams, particularly called The Addams Family, and then Addams Family Values, Raul Julia and oh God, I think it's Angelica Houston is in who played Morticia. Anyway, those it came out, and there's a sudden explosion of available media. Oh, of course, this is unhappy, because let's turn wagon replacement off for this. So this has to do multiple units. By the way, if wagon removal is on, the multiple unit is too long. It won't work. So anyway, let's go back to where we were at. So I thought there was time for an aside. There's clearly not. It's clearly, but no, so yes, the Addams Family movie came out, and then suddenly the media available exploded in that concurrently there were the films. There was BBC screened the 1960s television show as well. Let's clone this. Let's clone that. But I actually want to change that a bit. I'm going to go for a class 5. What is this? This is the class C. Yes, I'm going to do the class 5. This. Let's get that lined up nicely. So yeah, so currently here the movie. You had the original 60s TV series screen on BBC. Cartoon Network had an animated series at the same time. And then if you really want to get into the how many different media were there was also the pinball game. Obviously, yes. I actually recall having quite a fondness for all of those. I don't know where I became Big Iron. There we go. 270 tons of Big Iron. So I think 2 of those should start clearing that backlog nicely. But yes, this was something that sort of there was this kind of period of the 90s when let's see. Actually, I should have a look and see that cast iron is going places. Yes. Anyway, there was this sort of period in the 90s where there was a sudden sort of rediscovery of lots of 60s things, and they got sort of screened on the BBC. Thunderbirds was the other one, and I won't go into a long rant about. Oh dear. Which one is that? Milling Midnight. They rename themselves every so often these, because every time the script crashes because it's struggling with the sort of the advanced game, it reboots and it renames the company. So, but that's the Pink AI. I'm not too worried about that. I don't have any shares in it, do I? No, good. Do I have any shares in the others? Well, perhaps so I do. They're just road vehicles there. But yeah. Yes, we had all these things. You had sort of the 60s Addons family in black and white. You had the Thunderbirds screening. I'm pretty sure they rescreened the Munsters at some point, or just out of the whole, 60s sitcoms and TV programs and whatever else are doing well. And I'm pretty sure The Prisoner as well, Patrick McGowan series, that got some sort of re-release. And maybe that was later. I think you can mind DVD if that is. Anyway. Sort of stories which go nowhere about the sudden explosion in screening old 60 TV series through the early 90s, because as they sort of got rebooted into films, and that's interesting. Why are those in there? Let's clone one of those. Do I know what I'm doing? No, not in the slightest. Yes, but this leads to this weird thing where they suddenly got exposed to a lot of Big Iron 325 is lost. Did I put those there because they can't get somewhere? Let us consider that as a possibility. I believe that may have been what happened. Yes, they're over there because they have no idea where they're getting to. Oh, well. Let's see. Maybe I could fix that. Maybe I could not. Where are we relative to the Big Iron piggery? So it's going round here. So it's on this track. Which means it could probably come around here. It can get down here. And it can get down here. In theory, it should be able to get over to the Pig Iron. I don't know why it can't, but let's build some pointless track and let's see if that helps things. Just build an escape track here. Let's replace some bridges. Should we colour code those? Should we use the same type of bridge? No, we'll just have one inexplicable red bridge there. There we go. So much bridge replacement to do. Would I like to? No, I would not. No, really, I would not. Does not feel like a good purchase, even for £1. Feels like I'll just spend all my time cleaning up the mess. No, we're getting... Oh, we're 25 minutes in. Is this train going to get to the engine station anytime soon? I think not. I think we may be at a point where we sort of have to part and say that is enough for this episode. That there's 25 minutes worth of tycooning had or allotted slot, and we've heard a stupid intro, and we've mused upon the 60 TV programs appearing in the 90s without it really ever going anywhere. But does anything ever go anywhere on here? And we have trains in progress, and I think that is going to be my hope to say. I shall see you in a future episode, and we shall find out whether Yurang and Wilmslow Power Train are actually a good idea.